Okay, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you might be dialing in from. Thank you for joining today. My name is Ian Sneed. I'm SVP of Sales and Marketing here at Thru, and I'm joined by my colleague Kevin Westingkirchner, VP of Operations, out of our Dallas office, and I'm here with you today from our UK office in London. We're very excited to present to you our new service, OptiSPEED. So let's crack on. So the agenda for today is quickly going to recap the problem, talk about the state of the internet as it is today, get into OptiSPEED, the theory behind it, how it works, and then we've got a really exciting demo lined up for you where we're actually going to set up a race between OptiSPEED and standard internet. So I think the whole session will take about 10 or 15 minutes, so we're going to keep it nice and snappy and crack through this. So the fundamental problem that we are talking about today, just to keep it in context with OptiSPEED, is sending large files over the internet, while possible, is typically slow. And the high-tech enterprise space is really where Thru is focused in on, particularly around software delivery. So the problem here is software companies sending large files, so releases, patches, to their customers, and their customers then in turn sending files back to them, log files or database files. So we're really talking about a bidirectional file transfer here. And the problem we're solving, or the problem here is about improving that customer experience, removing the latency and driving customer retention and customer loyalty. So how the internet works today. So the problem with the internet today, with all the congestion that we have, is that data flows based on economics. So if you take, for example, sending a file, let's say from LA to San Francisco, the data is probably going to pass through maybe 30 routers. And that path is determined by economics, the least cost of routing that data. That's the way the internet runs today. And the problem with that is it's not optimized for speed. There's no control, there's no visibility. So inherently, there is congestion and there is inconsistent performance. So that's the fundamental problem we're working with today. So OptiSPEED, how does it work? So ultimately, OptiSPEED transfers files faster by analyzing the possible routes between the user and the Thru server to upload and download files. Effectively, what we're doing here is we're creating a virtual backbone between the user and Thru. And what OptiSPEED does is it understands which routes are congested, which ones are free, and as that load changes, these paths are adjusted in real time, and that's how you get the predictability. And there's no software installed, and there's three real stages here in the process, just so you understand how OptiSPEED is working. First, there's the analysis. So we're analyzing the topography of the internet at the IP level. And we're gathering that data, and based on that, we're deploying virtual routers in areas where we need to overcome congestion and creating an optimal path between the user and Thru. And we're continually doing that in real time, so those paths are changing as and when needed in real time. Again, so OptiSPEED is creating this virtual backbone, this superhighway between the user and the Thru server. And this is regardless of whether you're using sending data over HTTPS or FTP, or using any of the Thru connectors for Outlook, or whether the integration with Thru is via web services. It doesn't matter. The data is not cached. This is not a CDN, so there's no impact on security. either. And the important thing here is we're talking about a bidirectional data transfer, whereas CDNs are really designed for downstream flow. So OptiSPEED can give you up to 20 times performance. And when we do the demo and the race with Kevin, we'll take a look and see what sort of performance we're getting. But the important thing is here is, yes, we're improving performance, but you're getting that predictable response. And that's the way OptiSPEED works, is it's continually in real time analyzing the topography, taking that data and ensuring that the path between the user and through wherever that flow is going is optimized. So, we've done some tests, and this graph here is showing you a 5 meg file, so a relatively small file, but we've compared it with Thru OptiSPEED versus the standard internet, and the other important thing to recognize here is OptiSPEED is global. This is this is leveraging the cloud network. So you can see here the sort of performance increase that our tests showed. And again, when we get to the demo, we'll try and show you that in real time. So Kevin, I'm going to hand over to you.
Roger that. Thank you very much. Okay, can everybody see my screen? Good. Okay, so what we're going to show here is we're going to have just a little bit of a race here, and we are in a computer that is in California, and we're going to race to Ireland, Japan, and the US. So kind of like the Amazing Race, we're going to race around the world, and we're going to challenge OptiSPEED versus the standard internet, and just show you the power of knowing the fastest lane or the fastest route around the world. And when we're talking about the speed of light, this is not really dependent upon distance. It's all about network congestion and traffic. So what I'll do here is I'll kick off the race to Ireland, Japan, and the US, and let's just see how much faster it is with OptiSPEED versus your standard internet. And here we go. Okay, so here we just did a 50 megabyte file around the world, and as you can see, in Ireland, from the west coast of Ireland, it took 1.7 seconds versus 1.2 seconds to Japan, 1.3 seconds to the US with OptiSPEED. Now, if we compare that to what we did over the internet, you're looking at an average right now of 10 times, not 10%, but 10 times faster. So what took 16 seconds over the regular internet will only take you 1.7 seconds with OptiSPEED. Now, of course, the larger the file, the more impact that's going to be, and the better customer experiences you're going to have using our OptiSPEED systems versus your straight over the internet.
Great. Thanks a lot, Kevin. That's great.
Absolutely.
So that's a real-time demo of files being uploaded from west coast of the US to those locations there, Ireland, Japan, and east coast US. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining today. If you'd like a deeper dive on OptiSPEED or would like to speak to anybody, please get in touch, sales@thruinc.com. Thank you for joining. Have a great day.